Hey everybody, back again. Back in my outdoor studio, and today we're going to talk about a different project that I am wanting done by y'all. And this is adding to the other project, yes, but these are the two things I have for y'all to finish out the year. Y'all do them, and you're done. And I don't think there's really too much in either one of these to get done because I'm trying to fix all these where you could do them individually without any outside help. And you could turn these in a variety of different ways. So today, what I am wanting to talk about is something I'm calling the problem solver track. So the point here isn't to implement a solution. I don't want you to develop a solution to a problem and then think, oh, I have to make this a real thing or else I'm not going to get credit. That's not what's happening here. Basically, what I'm going to do is I want you to develop a solution and then think critically about your solution and find the flaws, find the weaknesses, and think of ways that you can make them better. Ultimately, yes, we are going to come up with a plan to implement our solutions, but those plans don't actually have to be, like actually done or put into the real world. This is more along the lines of I want you thinking about like real solutions because it's really easy to say, oh, we're going to cure world hunger and come up with this outlandish idea, but no way of how we can do it. If that was the case, we could solve all the problems in the world, wouldn't have any, right? So what I want you to do is I want you to think of ways to solve problems, but I want you to be realistic with yourself and realistic with your abilities. And if you were asked to actually do this and put this into effect, how would we do it? Because I feel like that's a really, really important part. Over the next couple of weeks, I'm actually going to record some videos that talk about this more. And I'll go into detail on the three phases. I have three phases that I want you to look into: brainstorming, developing solutions, and implementation. And so those are really the three things. And once you have developed and went through those three phases, you're going to basically just record like a elevator style pitch, maybe a 1 minute pitch on your phone or on your computer, and then you're going to get that pitch to me, and that's going to essentially be how you turn in your work here. There is a little bit more to it than that, but essentially that's what the big overall goal is you're going to create a video. So first of the three phases, for those of you that did the Jacobs Institute work, this is going to be really similar to that. I kind of copied and stole some ideas from them, but it won't be the same thing. So three phases are brainstorming a problem. Basically what I want you to do is I want you to think about a problem that is impacting you specifically. I don't want you to think about a problem that's impacting the greater world or nothing like that. I want you to think about you or your community, and your community can be your household, or it could be Cherry Valley, Hickory Ridge, Wynn, Parkin, Vandale, wherever you are. That is your community, and so you can think about that as well. And these problems I want you to think about, they can deal with the COVID-19 outbreak, or they can deal with some of the fallout from that. Also, we just had a pretty significant tornado in Jonesboro, and from that, I want you to think about like what would a situation or a crisis like that have in store for our community. So these are things that you can think about. Obviously, you may have other problems, but that's what this brainstorming session is for. So what I'm going to want you to do on this one is on Echo, there is going to be a discussion board, and basically I want you to sit around. You can sit around with your parents. You can sit around with, siblings or whoever is in the household with you, or you could even call up a friend on the phone or something like that. And I want you to kind of brainstorm problems you may have. So you're just going to discuss like what are problems that we can deal with. And I want you to think about problems that are realistically solvable by us. I don't want you to think about something outlandish like coming up with a vaccine for the coronavirus. Obviously, that's probably not in our purview. As you get older, maybe you can become a chemist or doctor that solves these problems. But right now, that's not really where we are or who we are. So I want you to think about problems that you could legitimately solve now. So once you come up with that problem, I want you to put it on a discussion board that I'm going to have linked into Echo. And once you put that problem into the discussion board, I want you to give feedback on a couple others and kind of help other people along with their problems. So someone's problem may be too broad or too huge. You may help them, like give an example, like, hey, this is a cool idea. Maybe you should just work on this particular part of the problem instead of, oh, I'm going to do this whole humongous thing. The next step would be develop solutions. So once again, go back to your family, friend phone call, siblings, and discuss like what's a possible solution to this problem. Maybe you have it all on your own and you're like, oh, I have my own solution to this. Once you do that, you're going to do the same thing. There's going to be a discussion board on Echo. You're going to post your solution. You're going to give feedback to some other people. But then I need you to take it one step further and review those that feedback and try to figure out how you would implement that feedback into your solution. Okay? And then the last step of this is, how would you implement your solution? How would you bring your solution to the public? And I'm going to give you a plan for how you could put this all together. So basically I'm going to give you a template that has like blanks, and you're going to fill in those blanks, and you're going to explain how would you bring this, forward. So that's what the goal is right now. And once you get that plan in place, you're going to post it on Echo, and you're going to get feedback and give some feedback. You're going to say basically, what do you like? Where are the holes? And how could those holes be filled? And then once you feel like you have used that feedback and, kind of shored up all of your details, you're going to record that final pitch, and you're going to get that final pitch to me. Okay? So that is what I'm wanting. It sounds like a lot, but these are really the only things I have for you until the end of the year. And the way this is going to work is it's actually going to be all these discussion boards and stuff are going to be in place from day one. So the brainstorming one, the develop your solution one, the how would you implement one are all going to be there from day one. The biggest difference is I need you to go in order. You need to go brainstorm first, then develop that solution, and then work on the implementation. And yeah, this could be something that you potentially finish in one day of work. You could. Remember, you do have to give feedback on Classmates still. So you can't just post your stuff and never go back and give feedback. If you're the first one to post, obviously you need to check it in a week or two, and then post some feedback. And then once you've posted your feedback and got feedback and used it to make yours better, make your video. I mean, essentially this could be done in like 3 or 4 days if everyone is posting and getting it done. Now, if someone is not posting or if you're the only one that's posted for a while, I may kind of nudge people to do a little bit more. But this should not be a huge ordeal. And to make this easier, what I actually plan on doing is I'm going to do this project myself. And I'm going to put out, samples of my thought process throughout this, and I'll also post some discussion boards as well, my process, and I'm going to do this with you, okay? So I'm going to be brainstorming a problem and coming up with solutions and how to implement it along with you. That way you kind of have a better idea of how this all is going to work out. That way you kind of have a model of what to do. I'm also going to do the quarantine one as well. So don't think you're all alone on this. I will help you with it. And as always, I'm going to be posting some Zoom sessions, and we can talk during Zoom sessions, or you can email me anytime you need to, or however you have ways of getting hold of me, that's fine. If you don't have it yet, I would strongly recommend you downloading the app for Echo, the Echo Viewer app, to your phone or tablet. For those of you that have unreliable internet, if your phone is able to download from the App Store, you can get that on either the iOS or Android App Store. And that will actually allow you to view assignments, and I think you can actually complete assignments through it, like discussion boards you'll be able to post and stuff like that. I don't know that you could use that to actually attach files, but I think you can still post in discussion boards. So that may help you out some. So look into that if you want to. Until next time, guys, stay safe. I miss you guys. See y'all.